Thanks, Emily. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen with the group, and then Bill and I will talk to you about our programs in the business administration area. So Bill and I are the full-time instructors in our accounting business, and I cover some of the CIS degrees, and as does Jim Brown, who's going to be joining us in a few minutes with the more technology side. So just to introduce ourselves, Bill, do you want to introduce yourself?
Sure, I'll do that. I'm happy to see you today. I'm glad to be part of this. I'm been full-time faculty here since 2013, and I actually taught part-time there since 2004. I have a BS in a Bachelor of Science in Accounting and Business Administration from Aquinas College, an MBA from Ferris State University. And prior to coming full-time faculty here, I had over 25 years of experience working in the private sector throughout the Great Lakes region of Michigan, Ohio, Indiana, doing a number of jobs where I had to, I was in accounting, a consultant, chief financial officer, principally in retail, wholesale, the transportation industries, and real estate development. Kristen?
All right. I'm Kristen. I've been a full-time faculty member at MCC since 2007. I have the same institutions as Bill, but opposite order. I got my bachelor's of science and small business management from Ferris State University and a master's in education from Aquinas College. I also have nearly an MBA, a master's from Walsh College, just haven't finished that yet. Prior to coming to MCC, I had 10 years as in the automotive industry, working as a buyer planner, production scheduling, running a warehouse, that kind of experience. I was certified to teach 6th through 12th grade in business administration and computer science, but I landed at MCC instead of a high school. So we just want to talk to you about what business and CIS programs we have. So you'll see them listed there on the left side of the screen. We have associate degrees in accounting, business entrepreneurship, management, marketing, office administration, and medical office administration. And new, starting in fall of 2021, we have a sports management associate's degree that will transfer directly to Davenport to finish your bachelor's degree there. And we have links also for our certificates and our job training programs. This is being recorded, so if you wanted to go back later and double check those links, you could do that. All right, Bill, I'll let you talk about some of our alumni.
Yeah, as far as the alumni from MCC who have attended the programs here at MCC in the business and the accounting programs that we have here, Vice President of Sydney Bank, we've had a number of people that have gone on to be in the human resource side of the industry, patient admitting. We have a number of different CPAs around the state of Michigan. I have former students that have just been certified CPAs. Some are working in various parts of North America in high levels of accounting and various management positions. So we've done a very good job of seeing our students go on to do great things after they leave here, either right out of college or they transfer to another four-year institution, finish up their bachelor's, and go on to get master's and do very well. Kristen?
Yep, and then we have a lot of articulation agreements with four-year universities, so you can get an associate's degree at MCC or more. You could do up to 90 plus credits at MCC, and then transfer those credits to a four-year institution and end up with a bachelor's degree at a much reduced price, out-of-pocket price. And we have great partnerships with universities listed there. Plus, we add more all of the time. But Ferris State University, Davenport, Northwood, and most recently, Western Governors University have been great partners with our articulations. And we just like to promote that if you use our articulation agreements, we can save you a ton of money on your bachelor's degree. The average student, this was based on 2019 pricing. I haven't updated this for about a year, but our graphic design department helped me with this. And if you did 90 credits with MCC and transferred to either Davenport or Northwood or Ferris, you would save at least $48,000 on that bachelor's degree, which is a huge savings. And that bachelor's degree will still say Ferris State University or Davenport on it. So Bill, did you want to talk about the transfer?
Sure. This is a great example of what Kristen was just referring to. If you look over here on this slide, over on the left column here where these various courses are, you'll see that under Montcalm Community College, in the 3+1 articulation with Ferris State, you would take all the courses listed there on the left column, and that would add up to around 91, 92 credits, depending on which classes that you elected there. And that would transfer directly to Ferris State University for the final, basically a year of studies. At that point, you would have a Bachelor's of Administration or and Bachelor of Science degree in Business Administration is what you would have. And that would be the exact same degree that you would have received if you had started your first year at Ferris State University. So there's no difference between the degree that you will get at the end of the 4 years if you spent 4 years at Ferris State University or 3 years at Montcalm Community College and then transferred to Ferris State University. You would have the exact same degree. It's just that it would be much less expensive for you to do that, take that route and do that. Kristen.
Yep. This just details the savings and how we came up with it. So I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this slide. I'm just going to go ahead and fast forward through that. I did want to point out too that one of the great opportunities we have for students at Montcalm Community College is a student organization that we have that's called Business Professionals of America. We can help students grow their personal and professional network by participating in this co-curricular club. And you work with other students at MCC and with Bill and I, we're their advisors, and we do community service projects. We also compete in various events. We started at a state level, and if you qualify at the state level, you get to go to the national events, which this, in 2020 and this year are virtual, but we are looking forward to traveling with students again in the future. And MCC does a great job of supporting these endeavors because we really do see a lot of personal and professional growth from the students. Do you want to add anything for that? Bill?
We've had a lot of success, a lot of fun. It's a great program for our students, and Kristen and I certainly enjoy being part of it as the advisors. It gives opportunities for the students to network, make acquaintances, make contacts, and allows them to travel all over North America, the United States. We've been able, these pictures that we're showing right here, some are in Dallas, one's in Anaheim, California. We were in Boston. We traveled to Disneyland in Florida, down in Orlando, a number of different places that these competitions are held. Again, unfortunately, because of the COVID this year, it's being done virtually, but I would expect that we'll be back to traveling nationally. In fact, just a couple weeks ago, we had our state competition. And once again, our students performed very well and ended up very high in the rankings there in their events, and they've successfully been able to qualify for the national competition once again. We've had great luck. We've had students get very nice scholarships too. That's mentioned right here, that these students have won very large scholarships transferring to some of these other four-year universities because of their activities that they took part in during their tenure here at MCC and in BPA.
And I'll just add that we are open to dual enrollment students too, because I know, I know Sage is still in high school, but if you are going to be dual enrolled with MCC, we welcome you to be a part of our club. We had a smaller group this year of only 4 students, but 2 of those students were dual enrollment students, one from Central Montcalm High School and one from Greenville High School. Mm-hmm. And they did a team event and they placed 3rd in the state as high school students against Northwood and Central Michigan University. And actually one of them they both then placed 2nd in their events individually, again, against college students. So it is, we help coach you, and we are open, like I said, to dual enrollment students as well as to our regular traditional students. So if you have additional questions about our programs or just need to reach out to us, our contact emails are listed here.